If you see over here, there are 4 sections to this page. That is Get Software, Learn MATLAB, Teach with MATLAB, and What's New. The first step is to create an account with MathWorks so that you get directly associate yourself to the complete full version of MATLAB license, and also you can get the benefits of all the resources like the online trainings which I mentioned about MATLAB Grader and everything. So I hope all the faculty who is attending this session were aware of the sign in to get started and how for having account we believe. Just let me know in the chat box if anyone is new to create an account.
Ajay, maybe we can see some hands if anyone is still not having their MathWorks account.
Yes.
Can you please raise your hand if you don't have your MathWorks account?
Yeah, we can see a couple of hand raisals over here.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me cover the instructions on how to create an account from the beginning. So the portal is the first landing page for all the end users at KITSW Warangal to get associate yourself with the MathWorks account. So creating a MathWorks account is similar to like how you create a with a Google, you create a Gmail account. With that, you get access to Sheets, Google Drive, and various other products from Google. Right? In the similar way, MathWorks account, creating a MathWorks account will give you access to Grader, MATLAB online trainings, and various other resources like MATLAB courseware and all, which we'll be discussing in the upcoming slides. So you can come down to the portal link out here. I'm also sharing this in the chat. So you can directly head to the URL which is shared in the chat and click on sign in to get started. And if you are creating your account for the first time, if you're creating MathWorks account for the first time, you can click on create one. And also remember to use your institution email ID, that is KITS Warangal email ID, to get access to MATLAB Campus Wide license through the portal. Because this portal is complied, it's complied internally to allow only KITS Warangal end users. So other rest of the emails like Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Hotmail will not fetch the full version of license. It will be only a trial of 30 days. So you can give the KITS Warangal email ID over here and complete the steps of creating an account. You will receive a verification email to your email inbox for the email ID which you have written over, which you are given while creating the account. Verify your email ID to get your account created. If you are stuck anywhere, you can watch this recording. Let me play this recording for a minute just to show you how the
Hello,
installation.
my name is Alex Colon from the Customer Success Program. Today, I will walk you through the steps needed to create a MathWorks account using your school's MATLAB portal. This is what a portal may look like. The portal contains resources you have access to through your school's campus-wide license. Getting access to your portal is simple. It is usually a top result when you enter your school's name and MATLAB in a web search. You will also likely find it on your school's Software Resource Center. If you're unsuccessful searching online, you may want to reach out to the professors who requested you get access to MathWorks products for the link to the portal. And if you run into any issues or difficulties with any of the steps outlined in this video, MathWorks customer support is available to assist you. Click on the blue Sign in to get started button, located here. From this page, you have two options. If you already have a MathWorks account created using your school email address, you can simply enter it in and click Next to sign in. You may be prompted to sign in with your school-specific credentials. Since you do not have a MathWorks account, you can simply click on Create One, located here, to proceed to the next step. Use your academic email address for your MathWorks account and fill in the rest of the information on the page. When you're done, click on Create to proceed to the next step. check your academic email for a verification email sent from MathWorks. If you do not see it right away, check your spam or junk folder. Click on the Verify Your Email button located here to proceed to the next step. Next, finalize your account creation by providing all of the information requested on the screen. Click on the blue Create button once everything has been entered. Congratulations, you are done. You have been added to your school's license and you will be brought to your MathWorks account page. If you ran into any issues during this process and you do not see this screen, then reach out to MathWorks customer support. Now that you are linked to your license, you can start using MATLAB online, as well as start the installation process for MATLAB and other MathWorks products.
Yeah. So you'll be landing in this page and you can see over here uh, options like MATLAB individual and total headcount and academic use. This means that you are successfully created your MathWorks account under the campus-wide license. I hope the instructions were clear. If any of the faculty is yet to create the account, we highly recommend you to create it now, because we will be proceeding forward with for grader where you need MathWorks account. We'll wait for a couple of seconds over here. In the meantime, the faculty who have registered for this MATLAB grader would have received an email similar to this. Kindly let us know if you have not received an email from MathWorks similar to this, what you are seeing on in the screen. If you have not received this, please do check your inbox in the spam folder also. Sometimes it might land in the spam. If you have not received this, please share your email ID in the chat box for us. We will be sending you this one. We'll be needing this. We will be needing this to continue with the MATLAB grader session. So in the meantime, while some of you are creating the accounts, I request everyone to check your email inboxes and let us know your email if you have not received this kind of an email.
How many of you have received this email so far?
Yes, ma'am. I got, madam. I have received.
Thank you, Srinivas.
Okay, see, a couple of faculties have already received.
Dr. D. Rajesh, sir, let us know if you have received or not. You have your hand raised.
Okay, who have not received, kindly check the email ID with which you have registered in that registration form, and also check the spam folder there. And still, if you don't find, send me the email ID, type the email ID in the chat box.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, I got the mail, verification mail. So after clicking on that, I'm getting first name, last name, the details. It is asking like this. But after this, I clicked on I accept online services agreement, and after that, I click on create. But I am not getting any account.
You, did you get any email from
Yeah,
to your
yeah, yeah,
inbox,
yeah,
ma'am?
yeah. I got the email. Yeah.
Okay.
After that, I click on verify email.
Okay.
After that, I got one window like MathWorks account, like which is asking the first name, last name, like create a password, what describes your role, department, like that.
Yes.
It is asking on
Yes.
my
Yes.
email. Yeah. So after that, at the end, I have a create button, but by clicking on that, I'm not getting any another window or confirmation.
Okay. Can you directly go to mathworks.com and log in with the credentials that which you have given, ma'am? That your ID, password.
Okay, okay, okay. I'll try it.
Directly
Thank you.
head to mathworks.com website. I've pasted in link in the chat
Okay,
and try logging in from that. You should be able to log in.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. The one what Sevanthi madam is talking about is account creation.
Yes.
What? Yeah, Devarpita is talking about the grader email. So these two are different. Please kindly note that.
Professor Madhavilata, can you please share your email ID in the chat? And I have added Professor Sheikh Munawar and Sridhar. So kindly check your email IDs.
వచ్చింది ఇంతకుముందు మెసేజ్ వచ్చింది కదా ఆ మెసేజ్ ఆ మెసేజ్ వచ్చినట్టు ఇంత అర్థమవుతలేదు ఇప్పుడు మ్యూట్ నన్ను మ్యూట్ మరా
Professor Madhavilata, I have added you.
Please do let us know in the chat box if you have not received the link, grader link. Please type in your email ID. We'll send you that, and we'll proceed forward to look at what are the various resources for teaching and learning in the campus-wide license.
మనం డౌన్లోడ్ అవుతుంది ఫైల్ మీకు కూడా అయిందా
Sorry, is this a question? I didn't get you.
Not really.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. PDF file it will open.
Sir, this is Shravanti. I tried it, but it is
Okay.
showing that invalid mail ID.
Invalid mail ID.
Yeah,
Can you will you able to share your screen and show us, ma'am? Just for a second.
yeah, yeah. Okay, sir.
Sir, I am getting suspicious activity detected.
Okay.
We have detected suspicious behavior. Like that, I got the message. This is Senthil Murugan, sir.
Yeah, I got you, sir. Do you have any restrictions internally on the firewall or something?
No, sir. We are not fixed anything. So, if you are unable to correct this issue, your own contact support messages.
Sir, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. It's coming up. Okay.
Yeah, it is showing like that, but
Invalid email or password. Can you click on forgot password, ma'am? Try clicking on forgot password and resetting your account.
username, but it is
That is correct. bsr.civil. Is that the email which you have used, ma'am? for creating
No,
your.
no, no, sir. Into
Sorry,
CE,
you can remove that, ma'am. You can
yes,
edit the email.
bsr.ce.
Yeah, can you check your email now, ma'am?
Sir, I got mail.
Yes.
Create account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please fill in the details, ma'am, which they are requesting for.
No, okay.
Your account will be created, Shravanti madam.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we will proceed forward, and
Okay, sir.
I hope there are no queries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, this is Senthil Murugan.
Yes, Senthil Murugan sir.
Sir, when I'm opening my mail, it's showing create ID. So when I'm clicking this, it's showing,
Is it possible to share your screen, sir?
sure, sir.
Yeah. Yes, you can see your screen.
Got this mail when I'm getting forget password.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. You can fill in these details now, so your
Okay.
account will be created.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And once the account is created, please share your email ID in the chat box.
Okay, sir.
All the faculty who have created your account now, please share your email ID in the chat box for us to send you the creator email.
If you have not already received the email.
Yeah, if you have not already received. Yeah, thanks for correcting. Manjulata ma'am, you can select other departments if English is not showing over there. Yes. So this is the window which Senthil sir is sharing. This is the actual window how the account will looks like once you log in. So you can close this one, close this autosave. So you have an options to install MATLAB or open MATLAB online. Right? If you click on install MATLAB, you can select the OS of depending on what is the OS. You can select the installer, and an installer will be downloaded. Not right now, sir. You're not required to download
Okay,
right now.
okay, okay.
So I'm just sharing the instructions to all. So you specific to the OS, you can download the installer and run the installer to install MATLAB to personal computer. So the full version of MATLAB will be installed there. And if you're clicking on open MATLAB online, you can access the cloud-based MATLAB, which requires internet access. And every registered user will receive a 20 GB of cloud storage space. So you can save your project files, MATLAB project related files. You can share the project links, folders, and to other math worker. I mean, whoever is having a MathWorks account, you can share with them. Yeah. Thank you, Senthil sir. Let me share my screen and proceed forward for other resources under campus-wide license.
Thank you, sir.
Moving forward, so this is one of the resource under campus-wide license for all the end users in KITSW. We call this as a MATLAB Academy page. In the MATLAB Academy page, there are various online courses available, and these online courses are self-paced. So, and these are task-based courses, which comes with a course completion certificate. Let me take you how to land in this page from your MATLAB portal. So if you are on the MATLAB portal, you can click on Learn MATLAB section. That is the second section. And you can click on Explore Courses. It will take you to the online training suite or the MATLAB Academy page. You can see over here, the matlabacademy.mathworks.com is the site. You have courses ranging from 2 hours to 20 plus hours in this MATLAB Academy page. So these courses are bifurcated into two types. That is MATLAB on-ramp courses and other foundational courses. The on-ramp courses are quick courses, which will help you to familiarize to code on MATLAB, or code MATLAB under various technologies like in machine learning, artificial intelligence, how you can use MATLAB. So it gives you a quick introduction to the topics. Whereas we have other foundational courses like MATLAB fundamentals is like a full-fledged course on how you can improve your MATLAB skills. This is a 16.5 hours courses, and each course comes with a course completion certificate. Let me log into my account just to show you how the course completion certificate looks like, how you can share the certificate, how end users can validate the certificate. Just a minute. Yes. So as you can see over here on the this is one of the course Simulink on ramp, which gives a quick overview on how to code in Simulink, how Simulink works. So I have completed 8% of this course, and there are tabs like share certificate and progress, and there will be a highlighted URL. Let me open this in a new tab to show you how the certificate looks like. This is a course completion certificate from MathWorks Training Services, mentioning the percentage of completion, who has completed, and what is the last attempted date, and course name also. So each and every course will give you each course completion certificate once you complete it. As and when you complete the 100%, it shows from 8% to 100%. So, and you also have quick access to add the certificate in your LinkedIn by just by clicking on the LinkedIn option and logging to your LinkedIn profile. Or you can also share the certificate as a Facebook post by clicking on the Facebook option over here. And you can also ask your students to come take a few online courses and share those progress with you by sharing your email ID. So what happens is student will come here. Let's say a Simulink on ramp. If you have given Simulink on ramp as a assignment or a course to students to complete, they'll come over here, complete the course, and to share their progress with the faculty. What they do is they click on share progress with another user and give the faculty email ID over here. So once they give the faculty email or email ID over here and click on share, faculty will get a tab like this: progress data shared with me. Under this progress data shared with me, faculty can see on what courses, how many students have completed, and what is the name of the student, and what is the percentage of completion, what is the course name, when he had completed. So in this way, faculty can also track the student completions of these courses. And there are multiple courses available. You can have a look at this. On AI, we have machine learning on ramp, which is a quick course to make yourself comfortable to code MATLAB in using machine learning. And machine learning with MATLAB is a full-fledged course of 12 hours. And we can go through the modules that were discussed in detail by checking each and every course page. All these courses are self-paced courses, so there is no need to complete it in a single go. The end users can complete it at their own pace. Just to give an example of how these online training suite courses or the MATLAB academic courses are being used, one of the institution has given a testimonial saying that from PES University, Bangalore, they told that the faculty are using these courses as a 2-credit course for 3rd and 5th semester students. For this initiative, they have received almost a good response from students, and almost 350 plus students have completed the certificates. This is what Dr. Rajani had shared with us from PES University. And various other institutions are also using these courses as a part of flipped classroom model, wherein faculty will give these courses as a prerequisite to attend the class to improve the in-class interactiveness between while the faculty is teaching the courses. So these are the couple of ways where faculty from other institutions were using this OTS courses. So any further doubts on the online training suite? If there are no doubts, we will move forward for the next resource.
Ajay, just quickly, maybe we can ask how many of you are already aware of these courses or have taken any one of this?
Yes. Let us know in the chat box if you have already aware of this and have taken any of the course. Just mention I in the chat box if you know this and have taken any course from the online training suite.
I don't see any chat so far, so I guess this is new to everyone. Okay, great. Then it's a great opportunity for you to go to MATLAB Academy. I'm just posting the link in the chat. So you go and explore like what are different courses available, and they are kind of self-paced courses and exercise-based. So it's a very good thing to introduce to your students who are just starting on these topics, and this will give them confidence to working on the MATLAB and Simulink.
Thanks, Devapita. We can see a couple of responses in the chat where the students have completed and few faculty have completed MATLAB on-ramp course. Thank you. Moving forward, taking you to the next resource, that is MATLAB Live Editor. Using MATLAB Live Editor, the faculty can create interactive live scripts. These live scripts are nothing but like if you have you can break your MATLAB code into multiple chunks, and you can add explanatory text explaining what is the code, what is the logic written in there, so that it improves the readability of the code and makes it easy for the student to understand the code in an easy way. And the good part about this is you can share these live scripts directly, and they can anyone who have received it can directly execute this live script which they have received. Devarpita, would you like to add anything over here in the live script? Your examples on how other institutions were using these live scripts.
I'm curious, like here are faculties who are already using MATLAB for their curriculum and research for so long. So how many of you are actually aware of LiveScript at this moment? Maybe some hands. Ajay, is it possible for you to open MATLAB at this moment?
MATLAB desktop version?
Yeah, desktop version.
Sure.
Okay, I see only one hand from Professor Amira, who is aware of LiveScript. That's great. Ma'am, can you please unmute yourself and just tell us where you are using LiveScript?
Devarpita, I'm unable to open the MATLAB right now.
Okay, 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 no problem. So LiveScript is basically one interactive way of writing code, you can say, in the MATLAB window, and it's available both in desktop and online version. So what is the good thing here? You are all familiar with any coding environment or the simple .m file that we write in the MATLAB, right? So what we do, we write line by line codes, one after another, just line by line code. And if we have to write something description or something, we write a percentage sign so that this line becomes green and non-executable, right? So this is the usual way. Who are the familiar with MATLAB and writing code in it, they already know that. But here what we can do, you see the picture in the left hand side of the screen of the presentation. So what is happening here? So you are describing some concept to the students. So what you usually need, you need some background theory of what is the description of the topic, what is the background, from where these equations are coming. So all these descriptions you can actually write in the same coding environment. So in LiveScript, there is option to write text, equations, uh, images, link, hyperlink you can also add. Yeah, Ajay is in the MATLAB desktop window. He can probably show you. So you see at the home tab at the top, the second option is new LiveScript, right? So if you click that, a window like this open, it looks almost similar to the editor, MATLAB editor, where we write the code, but the difference is the extension. The extension of MATLAB editor is .m file, right? but here it is .mlx. That means it is a live editor based code. And yeah, so you can see the gray bar in line 1, right? So this gray bar means you can write some code here, MATLAB code here. But if you want to write, say, some heading, what is this code about, or what is the description background of behind writing this code? So you can switch to text. Ajay, you switch to text at the top in the live editor window at the top, left, little left, left. No, yeah, just left to that. Yeah. So if you switch it to text and you can type this is a demo code or something. Yeah. So this becomes a heading for writing your the entire code. And this is not only text, you can also add hyperlinks, equations, images, any graphs, plots, whatever you need to describe the what is this code about, what is this code going to work with. And once it is done, you can again change this mode to code form. Yeah, and there you can start writing your MATLAB code, right? So you can write a equals to maybe 1 plus 2, just yeah, c equals to maybe 1, a plus b, yeah. And if you so this is the part of the code you have written. Now if you run this part of the code, you go to the left slide bar for running, yeah, or you can run directly from the top. Yeah, you see the output is coming just beside the line of the code, right? So when you are writing a very big code and maybe there are some sub parts in the code, first you are doing some writing some equation, then solving that, then probably writing some graphs, changing variables. So there are different sub parts of the code. You don't need to run the entire code together and then find some error and then again going back line by line. So what you can do, you can here break the code in multiple small like sub parts, and then see what is the output of each line. So just it is coming at the beside or at the bottom of the each line. So this is the like advantage of using live script over MATLAB script. And not only that, so as you go forward and explore more, so you will see there are different tasks, live tasks or apps that you can also use. So there you don't need to write any code at all. You will just upload your data, you will just click some options what you are trying to do, and this will directly give you the answer. So that is the another way. But for understanding this, I would highly recommend you to go through MATLAB on-ramp and MATLAB full courses that is available to you in MATLAB Academy. That will give you the full flavor of how to get the best advantage of live script. Now, why I showed you that while you are giving some assignment or while you are teaching something in the class, this form of like representation is very helpful, because students can write the entire, like if you think of a lab manual kind of format or assignment, student can write the entire question, background theory or whatever they understood of that theory, and then write the code, and everything can be converted to a PDF. So they don't need to like copy paste line by line and like uh, merge all those things together to submit the assignment. They can write everything over here and then convert it directly to PDF and submit. Yeah. So any question on live script, or you got the like flavor, like what is the difference or what is the benefit of using live script over the normal script you usually write in MATLAB? Okay, probably if there is no question, we can move forward.
Sure, Devarpita. And also, if possible, you can also share a live script post this meeting.
Okay,
Just to,
I
as
just got one one suggestion from Tripura team. Can we show how to create PDF directly from here? So yeah, go to save. No, sorry. Just cross this. Yeah, either you can directly save PDF, yeah, in the PDF format from here.
You can select the PDF option over here.
Yeah. So maybe we can save a text or something. Ajay, can you just save it? Yeah. So this is how it looks like, the code, the answer. So and whatever background theory or equations you would write before or after each line, that will also come in line. Thank you for the suggestion, Capricorn team. Yeah. Any further question or any doubt?
Wednesday.
Is there any question? Okay, maybe we can move forward.
Any questions in the chat? Manasa, Raj. Thank you.
Okay, I got one question from Professor Gautam. What is the difference between new script and new live script in the home tab, you mean, right? So new script will open a general MATLAB editor, right? And there you cannot write this text and code simultaneously, or this interactive options will not be there. So it is a basic MATLAB code that you write with .m file extension. Whereas if you open live script, it will be saved as .mlf, and it is more interactive to like explain and teach and present. Okay. Okay. Can you please repeat how to save it in PDF? Ajay already showed this, but if you have missed, you just go to this live editor tab at the top, and there is save option. So once you go to save as, you have to change the type of file to PDF. Okay, and that will directly convert the code to PDF.
Capricorn team is asking like if you can show a lab manual, prepared lab manual. Do you have any prepared lab experiment or something, Devarpita, which is created on LiveScript, as an example?
I don't have anything right now. But yeah, if we get time at the end, maybe we can create one and then save. Okay. Or best option is, I would suggest to go through MATLAB on-ramp, and then you will get more like exposure to how to do this. So in fact, it is very easy. Faculties will be able to learn it on their own. And that is the best way of learning, I would suggest.
Okay.
Professor Manjulata, I'm not sure where you were not getting English as language, because in MATLAB we always use English as the version of communication.
I believe Manjulata ma'am is talking about the department selection where she is from the English department.
Okay. She is from the English department, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you can choose others. That should be fine.
Ajay sir?
Yep. Yes, sir.
English, will it be the MATLAB grader? Will it be useful for the English for creating the assignments?
Okay.
Like that?
Yeah. So actually, MATLAB Grader is exclusively for MATLAB code assignments only, sir. If any
Okay.
faculty is teaching on MATLAB, then it will be beneficial for them.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
For the language, I not see any kind of application. Grader is not applied for that.
So to summarize, like MATLAB is useful for any computational analysis. So wherever you see any formula, any mathematical analysis, any graphs, plots, any numbers, data you are handling, there MATLAB comes useful, right? So if you have, I'm not sure what you exactly teach in the English subject, but if you are say doing some kind of natural language processing or any signal processing, these advanced courses are there in the syllabus. You might have a look, but yeah, it depending on the how you are using computational tools in your curriculum for English and humanities.
Thanks, Devarpita. Just to share with you documentation example on how to create a live script. This is a small example on example document on creating live script, how the output will be displayed, how you can check with different views, change the views directly. So we'll be sharing it in the chat box. Please have a look at that.
Yeah, that's a good example, Ajay. Thanks for bringing it. So Ajay has already posted the link here. So this gives one example how to create lab assignments or teaching assignments in LiveScript and then directly convert it to PDF and save.
And I can see some question in the chat comparing MATLAB to Minitab. So this question is not the context of today's webinar. So we request you to directly email us. So we'll be better able to answer your question over an email.
Yeah.
So we'll move forward.
Yeah, sure.
Coming to the next resource that we have under the campus-wide license is a parallel server. If the KITS Warangal is having any high performance computing cluster available for researchers and faculty and students to run the MATLAB code on the HPC machines, we have a solution for running the MATLAB code on the HPC machines parallelly with the MATLAB parallel server. So what we do is our install support team will help you in installing the MATLAB parallel server on the HPC so that the end users can submit their MATLAB or Simulink programs directly from their personal computer onto the HPC, and they can utilize the HPC to solve their code. So this is a kind of a license that works on the cluster. So if there is any HPC available at the KITS Warangal and researchers or faculty students want to leverage that to run MATLAB code, please do let us know. And just to check, is there any HPC machine available in KITS Warangal for the research purposes or to run MATLAB code? Yeah, not a problem. Please feel free to let us know if you have any HPC computer or cluster of computers available for job submission of MATLAB codes. We'll move forward for the next resource. So the next resource available for campus-wide license, that too for teachers, is MATLAB courseware. MATLAB courseware is a repository of curriculum support materials available for faculty. If any of the faculty is interested to add MATLAB to their curriculum, they can go to this courseware page, check various reference materials available, and they can directly incorporate those materials in their teaching and their curriculums. So how to access this? Let us go back to the MATLAB portal of KITS. So right now we were discussing in the third section, that is Teach with MATLAB, wherein you can click on MATLAB courseware, and this courseware page is now we have various filters applicable in this page. Starting with the discipline, you can select your own discipline. Let us say I am from mechanical engineering, so let me take up mechanical engineering as a courseware over here. If I'm selecting mechanical engineering, I will receive all the resources available for mechanical engineering department. And further to my left, I have various filters available to select a language or to select the type of the material in terms of applications, assessment, books, full courses, interactive examples, labs, and so on and so forth. So if I click on full courses, I can see the FEM course, heat and transfer, heat and mass transfer, MATLAB and Simulink for class 1, class 2. So how these courseware materials will look like is you also uh, you might sometimes get a couple of materials which are on specific topics, and also sometimes on the complete curriculums like heat transfer with MATLAB. So there are mix of resources available on this courseware page. Here I'm showing you the complete curriculum for heat transfer with MATLAB, where one of the professor from University of Maryland had created this course and uploaded. So you can see over here there are instructions, slides on lecture instructions, and also MATLAB code assigned. So the faculty can take up this, can download these resources, and can utilize these in teaching, in incorporating MATLAB into their teachings. So these are the support materials that are available. And not only for one discipline, we have multiple disciplines from signal processing to first year engineering, material science, computer science, civil, control systems, much more, many more departments for petroleum, physics, psychology, RF. So feel free to check it out in your free time. And the link also, I'm sharing it in the chat box. So if you're selecting on AI, data science, and statistics, you have various resources. It gives a complete repository of resources that are available, starting from on-ramp courses, which by clicking on this, it will take me to the MATLAB Academy page, which we saw previously, and also various resources, including the various projects, data sets, online courses, multiple things. So this gives faculty a clear instructions on how they can uh, come here. You can select using the search option over here. You can shortlist on a specific topic of your interest, and you can see what are the support materials available for you in incorporating MATLAB into your teachings. Devarpita, would you like to add anything on the courseware page?
No, I think that should be enough.
Thank you. So the next resource is MATLAB Grader. MATLAB Grader, as said, it is an interactive tool for creating auto-graded assignment. We'll be looking at MATLAB Grader in detail in the upcoming slides. So I'll be skipping this for now. Just as a summary of resources, no, these are all the resources that are available for faculty and students, all the end users at KITSW Warangal under the campus-wide license. The first one is online trainings, which are a complete repository of online courses available for end users. This comes with a course completion certificate and are self-paced courses. The second resource is MATLAB courseware, wherein the faculty can get downloadable curriculum materials, the support materials which are required to incorporate MATLAB into their teachings. MATLAB Grader, which is a auto-graded assignment conduction tool, which we'll be looking at more detail. MATLAB Parallel Server lets you solve your MATLAB code on the HPC clusters. MATLAB Online, you can access MATLAB with your browser without no need to download the MATLAB to your personal computer, but it requires internet access. So these are the resources for each and every end user sorry, uh, yeah, for the end users. And apart from these resources, we also have various value additions for being part of the campus-wide license. So I'll quickly go through this, but for more information, please feel free to reach out to us. The first thing is support in student competitions. So we have a dedicated student competition support team who helps here. We have a dedicated student competitions page specifically for students who wanted to take part in various student competitions. And we from MathWorks globally we support 50 plus student competitions. And in India we support more than 11 student competitions. So these are the list of Indian challenges that which we support, and challenges like MathWorks Mini Drone is completely from MathWorks completely from MathWorks, and Simulink Student is also an initiative from MathWorks, wherein all the students who are taking part in this competitions will our student competition support team conduct various webinar series, and also we have a dedicated page for students to come there, look at how specific to competition how they can look at various resources. Let me take you to the page just to show you how the page looks like. If you're on mathworks.com, head towards academia page. This academia page is exclusively for academic customers. In the student programs, you have something called as student competitions, and we have listed this complete information about how do we support in the student competitions in this page. You can go through that. Just to be very short, so these are all the student competitions that we support globally. And if I'm taking Baha as SAE event, so these are the various resources available for students who are participating in SAE Baha. We have various videos on hybrid electric vehicles, and multi ATVs, MTV videos, various blogs, and couple of tutorials for students. And not only this, during the uh, during this during the competition time, we also conduct various webinar series just to share more information to students on this on the technically on how to solve this and making them competing enough for these competitions. So if you have any students who are taking part in the competitions, please make them connect with our student competition support team. We can help them participate in that. So moving forward, the other resource that which we have for students is we have collected various projects which are very industry relevant, and we have listed down specific to various emerging technologies, and we have shared with all the students in a GitHub page, which we call it as MathWorks Excellence in Innovation, or we also call it as MATLAB and Simulink Challenge projects. So this is a complete page on what are the various projects that we have collected on various technology trends like 5G, AI, autonomous vehicles, and all. And these projects can be also like a capstone projects for final year students. So if I'm taking AI as one technology area, we have listed various projects under this which students can take up, incorporating MATLAB Simulink in various toolboxes. And just if I'm taking one project as an example, how the project description looks like. So we have added a motivation project description, like what are the suggested steps to solve the problem. And each and every project will have two levels, the basic and advanced. And what are the background material that is required for student to cover so that to complete the project is also listed in the hyperlinks over here. And what is the expertise gained by a student by taking up this project is also mentioned. And the difficulty of the project is also mentioned. Based on the difficulty, the students can take these projects. And we have, for every project, there will be a registration, submitting the registration for taking up the project and submitting the solution. So there are a couple of rewards for students who have successfully completed the full project. There will be a certificate of completion for the project, mentioning the the name of the student and what is the technology area that he had worked on and what is the project that he had completed. This will be from MathWorks Training Services team. And each and every project will comes with a dedicated discussion forum This dedicated discussion forum is for a Q&A, whereas if the student is stuck, they can come over here, write in their queries. So math workers will be looking at this, and also some of the participants who have already taken up this project will be active over here. If you are posting any questions, they will be helping you to resolve that query. And as I said, MathWorks support is always there, so you can directly reach out to the technical support at info@mathworks.in, or you can directly log into the website. You can scroll down to see the contact support, and you can reach out to us on the phone, or you can raise a service request. So these are the options available for students to if they are stuck. So this is another resource from MathWorks. Yeah, and couple of resources for faculty were like MOOC support program. If any of the faculty is interested in creating massive open online courses in the platforms like NPTEL, Coursera, edX, on any MOOC platform, we have a dedicated team over here who will support the faculty in content curation and also give the licenses to the learners at no cost. So if any of the faculty is interested in creating the MOOC courses, please do let us know. We can help you connect with the MOOC support program team. And the next value addition for the faculty is MathWorks book support program, wherein if any of the faculty is writing a book using MATLAB or Simulink on any of the technology, do let us know. Our MathWorks team will be promoting your book to the entire MATLAB community, so that your book will be publicized in the to the all the community members. So these are the value additions for the student and faculty community from MathWorks. And so if there are any doubts, please feel free to unmute yourself and let us know. Yeah. Yeah. If there are no doubts, we will proceed forward for MATLAB grader demonstration from Devarpita.
Thank you, Ajay. Yeah, so before proceeding, I just want to confirm if everyone received the grader mail now. So Ajay, just quickly, you can show that email once again.
Sure.
So I have already sent one email to all the registered members. And today also I added a few new email IDs. So you should be getting one email that looks like this. With subject line MATLAB grader, you are enrolled in mathematics 1 _ kids Warangal. So anyone who is yet to receive that email, you can raise your hand or maybe unmute yourself and answer. Okay, I believe everyone received the email so far. I don't see any hand. All right, great. So Ajay, you just click on this mathematics one. So we are showing what to do with this email next. So if you are already figured out, then fine. If not, you just follow what to do. So he clicked on this green button in that email. That is one MATLAB grader assignment. So I have created this assignment for you, mathematics 1 kids Warangal. This is the subject name. And under that subject, I have created two assignments. One is on linear algebra, another is on geometry. So what you have to do next, everyone got this page, right? Any doubts reaching there?
Sheikh Munawar sir is saying email has not come to him.
I already sent him, so he should be getting now.
Yeah, just said he had received it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So please ensure you are on this page at this moment if you have received the email successfully.
Yeah, it might also ask you to log into the account. Please log in with the credential, your email ID and password that you have created for MathWorks account to land into this window.
Yeah. So anyone having any issue in reaching this page, just let me know. And if there is no doubt, we can probably proceed with the instructions. So, okay. Professor Kiran and Jati Prabha, okay, I am checking why you did not receive. But before that, for everyone who had already received, I'm just explaining what to do next. So you see the first assignment, matrix multiplication under linear algebra, right? So what you have to do now, I have assigned you one question. This is one MATLAB GRADER platform, which is an auto assessment tool for any MATLAB based problem solving. Okay, so I have given you a very simple question for you to solve, and then we will see that how it looks like when you assign similar type of question to your students, to your class, how you see the statistics, how you evaluate them, and how the marks are assigned. So we will see all of this step by step, but first, you being say you are now the learner at this moment, I have assigned a MATLAB assignment to you all. So you have to solve the first problem. Okay, so this is a simple matrix multiplication. Matrix is given to you, you just have to multiply these two matrices. So this is the task. So I'm giving you 5 minutes. So you solve this problem, and by that time, if anyone having any issue reaching this page or getting email, just let me know.
And do we have any volunteers from Kids Warangal to share the screen and showcase us if how this is looking for you?
Yeah, maybe the first person who solves this problem can share the screen and explain. Professor Jyoti Prabha, you are already enrolled in the course. So kindly check your email or spam folder. Professor Kiranmai, please share your email ID and let me check. Yeah, I have added vp.me@kidswarangal.ac.in. Professor Sarika, Professor SS. Okay, Jyoti Prabha ma'am, you did not receive yet. Okay, let me check. Can you check once now, Jyoti Prabha ma'am? I just sent you another notification. Yes, Kiranmai ma'am, it's showing you are already enrolled, so I'm sending you once again. Just a moment. Yeah, Kiranmai ma'am, I sent the email once again. Check. Professor Godaburi, please share your email ID. And same Professor SS Sarika. Yeah. Professor PSS Murthy, you got the answer, but just one hint. This is one matrix multiplication. You should not get one scalar answer.
Rajendra Prasad sir, can you please share your email ID in the chat box?
Okay, ss.it, you are also enrolled. Just 1 minute.
And my ma'am just said she got it.
Okay.
Yeah, do we have any volunteers from? Yeah, yeah, Srinivas sir is sharing his screen. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Sir, you can probably also tell what you did, what steps you followed one after another.
Dr. Srinivas sir, you have stopped sharing your screen. Please feel free to share your screen, sir.
Shall I share screen, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, please, Venkatesh sir.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes,
It is
we can
visible.
see the screen.
Can you just explain like which command you use and why?
As A and B are the matrices.
Mhm.
To perform element-wise multiplication,
Right.
we have to use dot star operator.
Right.
So with
Very
that,
good.
I tried this.
Yes.
The
So-
result is 3 by 3
Yes.
matrix.
So, yes. So we have given you one cos 3 and 3 cos 1 matrix to multiply. So we are supposed to get one 3 cross 3 matrix, and we are doing element wise multiplication. So we are doing this dot product.
Shall I stop sharing?
Yes. So I have already added almost all of you. Those who have still not received, I will look into it later. But first, let me move on with the workshop for this moment. Yeah. So everyone, please come back to whatever stage you are in solving the problem. I'm just sharing my screen. And let me know if it is visible.
You can see the screen.
All right. So all of you were solving this problem, right? Mathematics 1, KITSW. Under this course, you were solving assignment 1, that is in linear algebra topic. And the assignment I send you on 5th October, 12 o'clock. And its due date is 7th October, that is today, till 12 o'clock, right? And submission per problem is unlimited. That means if you are not solving it at one go, you can again try and check. So finally, this is the representation what I can see while you were solving the problem. This space is not visible to you probably. Why? Because I'm the instructor. I have set the problem. So I have the option to see how the student or how the people who are solving this problem, how they are performing. So you see the first problem, out of 249, 46 people have solved successfully, so it's green. And rest 27 attempted but could not solve, and the rest of the audience, they did not attempted the problem at all, right? So this is my class statistics overall. Similarly, some have already started solving the second problem. Thanks for that. So 35 out of 249 already solved. That's really fast. 2 were attempting but could not solve yet, and rest did not touch. So that is the matrix is very helpful for a faculty to understand and to see when you give an assignment or any problem to solve in the class or maybe in the final exam, right? And when the class size is very big, like 249, it's very difficult for you to check each and everyone's paper or go through the code one by one and then coming to a manual solution that who have solved the problem or who have not taken at all, right? So that's what the importance of grader comes into picture when the class size is big or moderate, and when you don't want to put effort in checking all of their papers or code line by line. You can simply set a reference solution, you assign the problem, set a reference solution, and comparing with that, the MATLAB grader will automatically assess the results and will tell you the entire entire picture of the classroom. Again, if I go into detailed analysis of how many people have solved, how they were solving, and where exactly they are facing problem in solving. So there are two ways to see that. One is class overview, one is learner solution. So let's go for class overview at this moment. This is for one problem, the first one, say matrix multiplication I'm seeing at this moment. And this is basically the summary. Like if my class size is considered as 100%, 22% have solved, that is 54 learners out of 249. 12 attempted but could not solve, and the rest did not solve at all. Okay, did not try at all. And number of submissions, the second graph is showing the number of submissions. That means you are giving a simple problem to a student or maybe a very complex problem to a student, and you would like to see how many times they're failing to solve the problem at one go. It might be possible that they're not getting the concept properly, but they're just guessing something, and after multiple tries they're just solving it, right? But it's not the way to solve, right way to solve or understand a problem. You would be liking to solve the problem in 1 or 2 goals maximum. Or if it is an exam, you can also limit the number of attempts they are taking. You might not give them unlimited attempts to solve the problem. So that is also possible. So see, most of the people here solve the problem in 2 attempts, right? Some are very intelligent, they solved in first attempt. Congratulations on that. And there are very few who actually tried 5 times to solve the problem. Only 2% of the entire class who have solved the problem. Okay. And so the average attempt you can also see to pass the test. So if it is very high, or see that most of the people are struggling to solve the problem, you from there you can get an insight that there must be some lack of understanding in the student, or there must be some like uh, uh, some lack of understanding of the concept, or lack of understanding of the writing a code. So there must be some issue in the class. It's not only about solving the problem, but how efficiently they are doing it. And the third one is like what kind of issues they have faced while solving the problem. Like most of the cases, see, they failed while runtime. That means there were some syntax error. It was not conceptual error of matrix multiplication the learners were having, but writing the code they were having some kind of problem. So this also you can uh, see the entire analytics of the classroom of whoever is taking the exam or taking the assignment. So that is one thing. And even after that, if you want to go to each and individual's uh, uh, assignment, that how they perform, uh, how many attempts they took, or like you see how like there were 2 questions. If you remember, there were 2 questions in the problem, question 1 and question 2. So how many attempts they took to solve one question or the other. So all this detailed analysis, uh, candidate wise, you can also see from here. So this is the solution. Oh, see, someone has written the entire logic instead of giving the like dot or multiplication sign, right? So there are, you can see where people are going right or wrong from this solution itself. Okay. Okay, so this is another way. So if you find someone is writing the entire code like this, you might uh, go and tell that this is a longer way. This is also right. This is a longer way. You might use this function. You might use this dot product to, or cross product to get the answer. So that means this person is having the understanding of the logic, but they don't know the function exists in the MATLAB. So you know very clearly that whether it is a conceptual understanding they're lacking, or it is a MATLAB knowledge they're lacking to understand. Okay, so that is the main benefit of using MATLAB Grader. And not only that, if you want to download, so some faculties ask if I can download and save all these problems, like all these solutions for my future reference. That is also possible. You can download, say, a zip file, and then uh, yeah, so there you can also download all the assignments for your future reference and save it in your local drive or local database of your institute you have. So that is the way how a faculty uses MATLAB Grader for evaluation purpose of MATLAB based assignment, right? So that is the instructor view, how it looks when the students solve the problem. So any question on this, any question in understanding this, what I just showed you? um, I'm not being able to see the chat. So if there
Yeah,
is any question, Ajay, please prompt.
sure, sure. There are no questions in the chat as of now.
Okay.
Request of the faculty to unmute yourself and ask us if you have any queries. Yeah, looks like it is clear for everyone. Let us move forward.
Right. Right. Good. So the next question is, okay, so this was the problem you were solving. Yeah. So this was the problem you were actually solving. Now the next question is how to get this, how to set this kind of problem, right? So next, what I will show you step by step how to solve, how to set a problem and a reference solution for assigning your students. So there is the website called MATLAB Grader. So you can also search in the internet MATLAB Grader. So if you have campus-wide license and if you are logged in through your institute email ID, you can see your name here. So you have access to this Grader assignment creation. Okay.
Devapita, just a
Yeah.
minute over here.
Yeah.
Just before creating the assignment, can we also see the Excel that which we can download on the students' complete information about the percentage of completions in the
Okay.
learners? Yeah. So this helps the faculty to get it directly an Excel sheet of all the submissions.
Right. Right. So there are two ways to do that, either in the CSV folder or uh, in Excel folder, right? Or you can directly get the MATLAB course, what the a solution, what the students have submitted. So here I am downloading as Excel, and it's showing also the time. So I'm downloading before due date. So it's also showing the warning, like there might be more submissions coming because the due date is still pending. Okay. So or you can choose like all solutions or the best solution of today of the day. So that options are also possible. Say I'm downloading all solutions, okay, as Excel format. Yeah. So this is how it looks like. So this is the name of the people, their email ID, some IDs you might assign of the assignment, of the roll number, for identification of the participants or students, and then the solution they have put in. Okay. So submission time, when they submitted, like if it is before deadline or after, how many attempts they took, what is the size of the like code they have written, score like 50% or 100% they have scored. So from here you can directly like evaluate the score they have uh, uh, obtained from by solving these problems. And then yeah, so assignment title and left submission or not, right? So this is also possible to download and check for all the students. Yeah, so there is yeah, okay, I am showing how to create this problem step by step, so I'm coming to that. So this is only after the instructor view when you assign the problem. So I first wanted to tell that how it looks like, why to use grader, and how it looks like when the student submit the MATLAB problems given through MATLAB grader. Now I will come to how to set this kind of problem. Okay. So let me go back to MATLAB grader. So once you open this, you see two spaces here. One is courses, and if you go down, there is option of for content. So what I have to do next, I will create some content first for say a group of assignments, a group of problem statements. Say you are teaching a subject called anything, say communication engineering. Okay, so what analog communication to be specific. Say you are creating a group of problem statement which you want to roll out as assignments. So that problem statement you will create under communication engineering content group in this space. So here in this problem, I am I will show you one example from signal processing, but yeah, so there is one option called add collection. There you can create a new collection, say analog communication. Okay. And in analog communication, say you are writing amplitude modulation. Okay, so topic wise you can create a set of problem statements under this group, right? So let me add this collection. So a collection of problems now you can set here. So next the option is adding problem. So under this amplitude modulation tab, I'm going to add a new problem here. Okay, so once you go to add problem, there are two ways to add problem here. One is blank problem, that you have your own problem statement ready, you want to write it, or for some subjects and some topics there are already given some sample problems. So just see, like getting started with MATLAB grader. So there are some sample problems of let's say calculating voltage using Kirchhoff's loop, or navigating a robot, calculating a normalized thing. So some basic problems are already given. So either you can write your own problem or directly copy paste from here. Any question? Okay. So let me first start writing my own problem. Okay. So I'm starting from blank problem here. And my first problem, okay, my first problem is say generating a sinusoidal signal. Okay. So let me write this. This is the first question I'm going to ask my student. So the question might be like this: generate a sinusoidal signal. Say I'm giving a name seek with some parameters like amplitude, be 10 volt, frequency 10 megahertz, then your what is else, phase say 0 radian, and okay, and with that plot a signal for duration, say t equals to 0 to capital T say 1 second, with a sampling time of 0.1 gigahertz. Okay, so this is the problem statement I have created, and if there is any equation I can add equations here. If there is any link for reference, say you go to this page and you will find some formula, or you will find some background of the theory, so you can also add the links over here, or images, like you can add a sign, or you can add some like captures of the image and see, and also attach it here to give them reference or hint for in the question. So that is also possible, or I can bold also, bold, and say this is the heading. So I'm just writing any modification customization I can do over here. And once it is done, so this is my problem statement. So next what I want, I have to set a reference solution over here. Okay, and for this, okay, I have to first choose whether it is going to be a script kind of problem or function, MATLAB function. Okay, I'm getting one question. Can you zoom the text while writing? Is it visible now, or I should zoom it a little bit? Is it better now? Okay. Yeah. So next, I have to set up a problem like reference solution against which the student solution will be compared with. Okay. So for this, say I want this as a script type of solution, and I mention a equals to 10. FM is my frequency, that is 10 megahertz. Okay, one thing to notice here, your MATLAB is unit independent, so it does not depend on unit. But the thing is, all of them should be in the same unit if we are comparing, like if we are using the same type of component. For say, frequency is here megahertz, but sampling frequency is here 0.1 gigahertz. Now, if I use this as it is 10 for 10 megahertz and 0.1 for 0.1 gigahertz, then the calculation will not be right. Instead, I have to change their like unit to a similar one, so that the conceptually they become same. They are independent of unit, that's true, but they should be having the same unit while analyzing them, right? Otherwise, what will happen? I'm writing FM equals to 10 and FS equals to 0.1. So Nyquist theorem will be failed. So that is not my objective. So be careful about that. And that is also one thing students often make mistake of, right? So just to give you a hint where the students may go wrong. So FM and phase is 0, so phi is 0. And let me write this. Fs equals to actually 0.1. I'm not converting at this moment the unit. I just kept it 0.1. That is the usual thing what students do. Okay. Next, I have to plot the signal for 0 to 1 second with a sampling frequency of Fs. So what will be the code here? 0, 1 by Fs, that is sampling time, to 1 second. And my signal sig is A into sine 2 pi Fm into T plus phi, right? And finally the plot is T comma 6, right? So this is my reference solution. Okay, but now you see these three components are fixed, like this is already mentioned in the question, and I don't want to change them. Like I don't want students to change them. So what I can do, I can copy and paste them in the learner template and lock them as it is. So this is the learner template. They see a blank page. If I want them to give some hint or some variable which is not flexible to change, so I will write them and lock them so that they cannot change while writing the solution. Because what sometimes students do, to match up the end solution, they make some manipulation in the beginning, and that will not be captured if you are not locking them as it is. Okay, so I don't want these parameters to change, so that's why I kept it in learner solution and locked them. Okay, now if I want to make any change, for say I want to make it 10 or something, that will not be possible. Okay. Okay, so final thing is assessment part. So my problem set is ready, my reference solution is ready. This is what the learners will see. Maybe I can write start writing your code below. just to give hint that this first 3 lines are fixed, you start writing your code after this line. Okay. And finally, the assessment part. Now for the assessment, there are 2 types of assessment. One, directly you mention whether the answer is correct or not. And the second is you break the problem in multiple steps and give a part-wise marking. So here I am giving a part-wise marking, that is weighted marking. And while I'm assessing, like putting the assessment, you can change the percentage of weight for each question. Total is 100%. If there are 2 questions, you can either make it 50-50% or 20-80%. So that's up to you. Like we do manual part marking, right? So it's same here. So the first question I have, say, I want the students to calculate the time steps properly, because if it is not proper, if it is not 1 by fs is properly mentioned or not starting from 0 to 1, the plot will not come as it is what I am expecting. So the first assessment I want to check is the time stamps assigned correctly. This is just for this reference problem. And I want to give, say, 20% weightage for this problem. Okay. And what is the type of test? So here I want to see the variable should be equals to reference solution. Yeah. So the timestamp they are mentioning, that should be or equal to reference solution t here, or it can be also compared with the MATLAB code I have written. So my code is in the reference solution, my code is t equals to 0, 1 by fs 1, right? I want student to assign the time in the similar way. So what is the next step here? Access variable equals to t that I have mentioned in the reference solution, and that should be same as students are assigning t. So I am comparing this student assigned t with the reference t, and if they are same, that then I will the grader will decide that okay, they have assigned the time steps correctly, right? Any question? And finally, if it is incorrect submission students are giving, then I can also give them some warning or clue what they should be done. So if they are writing it wrong, they will see a message: the sampling time is not defined properly. Okay. So that is the first part of assessment I have set here. This is my test one. Now I can add, so this is only 20%. I have rest 80% left. So I can add more assessment or sub part question over here. So next add another question. Say, is the signal generated correctly? Like if they have used the right sine function and it is not a cos function or anything else. So my next question is the signal generated correctly? Okay. And here I want to compare the variable, or you can check the function or keyword is present. So either you can check with the variable value that whether my sig function, the submitted sig function is equal to the sig function I have mentioned in the reference, or you can check a function, that is sine function should be present. So for mentioning sig, I have used sine function here, right? So you can also mention that you should, the reference should find a sine function in the solution. So but again, like if I only find the sine function, it might possible they have not added the phi or they have not added the a, so there might be some mismatches. So instead what I'm doing, I'm comparing the final value of sig function, right, with the solution. So let me check it. Variable equals reference solution, and I'm comparing it with the sig value I have assigned. And if it is not not coming properly in the solution, the students will get another message that sinusoidal signal sig is not generated appropriately. Okay, so in this way, and I have assigned the weight as 80%. So first part of the problem is 20%, second part is 80%. So if someone only corrects the first part, they will get 20% as mark. Okay, so this is done. Now if I want to add more problems, say if the signal is plotted correctly, or if you want to add say if there is any phase offset or anything, you can add over here by adding assessment and then comparing what type of like evaluation you want to make, whether you want to see any function they are using compulsorily, or whether you want to restrict students to use any particular function. So sometimes what happens, maybe you have given students to write some mean averaging something, and you don't want students to use the function mean or standard deviation directly. You want them to write the formula and then solve the problem. Then you can restrict those functions. So there is another option called function or keyword is present, then you are making them using a particular function you want them to use, or you can use function or keyword is absent. That means you can restrict a particular function or keyword that students are using. So instead they have to write the entire code on their own. So that is also possible. And after that, you check the learner preview, how the learner will look this problem when they open from their end. So it looks something like this. They see the problem statement and they see the like variables only which you have locked for them, and rest they have to write by themselves. Okay, and these are the two questions you have assigned. So if they write the problem, run the script and submit, they will see whether the assessment are right or wrong. Yeah, we can also do that. Like so there is one question, if we can add another problem to check the plotting part. Yeah, we can do that. So maybe we can give 60% weightage for second problem and add another third problem for plotting. So the question is the signal plotted correctly? So this is the question, and we want it to compare with a function that we want to see if they have used the plot function or not. So I mentioned the plot function over here that they are supposed to use, and if it is not there, the message will come as the signal is not plotted correctly, right? And let's assign this 60, 20, 80 and 20. Okay, 20%, right? Okay, so now again, if you go to the learner preview, they will see with 3 questions and they have different weightages, but students cannot see that. Let's back to instructor view. Now one thing you have to ensure that whether you have written the reference code properly or not, like whether the code you have written is actually matching with the test question you have set. Okay, so for this there is one option called validate reference solution. So if you test this, it will show you whether your solution is actually matching with the questions you have set. So there is, okay, so question 2 is failing somewhere. Assessment 2, okay, passed. This is first question. I made some mistake writing here. Check the missing multiplication. Okay, I have to go back and check what I missed. See, I was supposed to write 1 by fs here, but instead I wrote 1 dot fs. So if I just release this problem as it is, students will write the right solution, but they will get error. They will not get the right answer, right? So that's why it's important to validate my solution as well, whether the questions I have said are matching with what I am expecting to see. Okay, and I wrote it by mistake as dot. That's why it was showing me error. Now you go and check. It should give you. Yeah. Now see, all the questions have passed properly with the reference solution. That means I have said the solutions correctly while asking the questions. Okay. Now once it is done, you can save it as final. Okay. Final means you have now published the question. So it's coming here. It's already published under your analog communication problem statement. Okay. Any question so far in understanding any issue in understanding how to set a problem? Okay. As there is no question, let me go to the next step. Now, once I have set a problem of setting a particular problem under some group or under a particular topic, the next thing is I have to associate this problem statements what I have said with a particular course. So it can be any course in your curriculum, or you can assign a course number or a group of people. You can, there is some optional course, so you have to anyway associate with some courses, right? So for this, you have to go to this first option, courses, and you see the add courses option here. Okay, so here the problem I have set for analog communication. So for say this problem statement is now being used in communication engineering subject in your syllabus. So my course name is communication engineering. You can add some start date, like when the semester is starting or when you want to release this particular assignment. So that details you can add here. And also this is optional, but you can add some name of the toolbox if you are aware of that students are going to use for solving this particular problem, or that are going to be used in this communication engineering course. And this is the entire course description. So you can write anything here, like this is a communication engineering course, or you can write the entire syllabus. So that is also possible. Okay, so that is just to give the description about the course in which I'm used to going to use the grader. Next thing is, under this course there might be many assignments. So the first assignment for say is my analog communication that I already set here. So my module 1 is the analog communication, and there can be like, this is the due date again, and there is the description of the assignment or the module, what topics you have covered, what are the assignments they are going to solve. That description you can write here. And this is only one module I have added. Now I can add many other modules as well, like for say as a module 2 might be my digital communication. Okay. because in any course you just don't give one assignment, right? There can be 5, 6, 7 assignments or 7 modules. So for each module you want to give one problem, one or a group of problems as assignment or exam. Okay, so under this first module 1 I want to add say 4 problems, but I have created one problem here. So let me add the problem first. So I am clicking on this add problem, and once I click on this add problem, it again giving me these options. Either I can start from blank problem, or I can directly take from sample problems from MathWorks, or here I can also see the grader problems and collection problems which I have already created and stored in some groups. So you see here I have created analog communication problem. So now I don't need to write it again. I will just open it and copy from here as it is. So once it is copied, you see the problem statement has come here. So why it is important to create a group of problem and then using it in the course? See, this sinusoidal signal generation, this can be a part of any different courses. Like this can be a part of signal processing, communication, this can be a part of mathematics. So it's good to use a general group of problem and then assigning or relating it to different courses so that you can reuse these problems again for different courses or different subjects. So that option is also there. Okay, and again now if you so this problem has come. If you want to add another problem, say the second problem I want to add is add noise to this sinusoidal signal. Okay, so I can add that way as well. Sine signal. Okay. And if you save this, okay, it is not taking because I have not written any description reference. But yeah, if you write it, it will again show you the second problem. Or maybe I can try using one existing problem just to show you how it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, so finding a signal through noise. So there is one ready question available. So I'm just copying from here. So see if the question pool or question bank is already ready. So you can directly copy paste in the course. You don't need to write every time you you are assigning these problems. Okay. So now there are 2 problems under my analog communication module. Now, the third thing is how to enroll learners in this course. So this, if you have used any LMS platform like Moodle, you might have seen this also, that when you are taking any course, you have to assign the class email IDs in those particular course assignment. So here it is the same. Like under this communication engineering course, if you go to this action, you see the manage people option. Okay, so here you have to add learners email ID with which the MathWorks account is associated, that is your institute email ID of each of the learners in comma separated. So I have also added all your email IDs like the similar way. Okay, so once you add those learners and click on this enroll, they will get a notification that you are already added in this course and you are assigned this problem. So you have to solve it in the during the timeline or during the due date your instructor has assigned to you. So this is one way. Another way is there are certain cases where one subject is being taught by multiple faculties, right? So what to do in that case? In that case, you can also add instructor who are your co-instructor in the class, and you can jointly create assignments for your own set of modules you are teaching, and then combinedly give it to the student to solve the problems. So that is another way to add instructors. So with this, when you publish this, say I am adding Ajay's email ID at this moment. you have already seen learner's view, so I'm adding Ajay's email ID as my co-instructor in this problem. So Ajay will be getting one notification that he is assigned as the co-instructor for communication engineering. And with this, I'm stopping my presentation here and would request Ajay to open his email and show how it looks like. And by the time, if any question you have, you can ask me before I stop presenting my screen.
Allow me a minute to open the just a minute.
Yeah. So any question or any doubt so far? Or maybe I would request to ask you, like, how many of you currently using MATLAB in their any course or lab at this moment? You can unmute yourself and answer.
Hello, ma'am. This is Wasim,
Right?
Department of Computer Science.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. Like, can I convert the MATLAB code into Arduino code?
Okay. Arduino C code you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Right. So there is the way to connect Arduino with MATLAB, and you can directly, without writing C code, you can directly convert. So probably I'm dropping you a link in the chat. You can have a look. And apart from that, if you want detail, you can get in touch with Ajay. So we can help you on that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, I believe there is no question on grader. But yeah, if you try using it, and if you have any doubt, always feel free to reach out. We will help you. And yeah, we will also help you in hand holding. And there is a very good material available in on grader tutorial that is created by Professor Arun K. Tangirala by IIT Madras. So Ajay will be sharing with you all after the event, and they are very much step by step instructions, so you can watch this video and practice at your end as well, like how to set problem and then assign it to the students. So there are many faculties in different institute who are using MATLAB grader for their assignment, and they have given a very good feedback that it has reduced their work and workload for them and for their TAs to a great extent. So yeah.
Thanks, Devarpita. And let us hear from PSS Murthy sir or Madhukar Murray
Right.
or Dr. Uh, PSS Murthy sir. Please feel free to let us know whether this will be useful for you in your vibrational lab or your UG and PG projects labs. Please feel free to unmute yourself. PSS Murthy sir. In the meantime, Madhukar Murray sir.
Sir, it is very useful, sir. We are using this MATLAB software for PG projects and laboratory sessions. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
And also we are using this AI-based machine learning approach for using MATLAB for BTech projects also.
Okay.
We have completed 2 projects and conference publication. We could publish the papers in NIT conference.
That's great, sir.
Based upon that AI-based machine learning based work in our mechanisms. for mechanical engineering students.
I got it.
So, two projects we have completed, sir, and we have published them in a conference.
Okay. Okay.
Using MATLAB software only we have done it.
I understood.
Thank
And sir,
you.
any in your teachings, do you feel the grader will be of helpful for you?
Actually, I am aware of this grader software today only, sir. I could not use it before. Now I will try to use it.
But your basic impression, like what is your basic feedback? Will this be of helpful for you in conducting assignments to your students?
MATLAB based assignments are to be scheduled now, sir.
Okay.
Because the facility is available now, we can use this facility and we'll design the assignments on this basis.
I got you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You have our support, sir. If you have
Yes,
any queries, please do reach out to us.
sure, sir. Most of our students are using the MATLAB software for project works.
Mhm.
Mainly project works and lab sessions we are using.
Yeah. And you can take them through our Excellence in Innovation page, the GitHub link which I have referred to you, sir.
Excellence.
So that the GitHub link which I have just shared with you. This is the link. Let me share that again.
Experiment numbers.
So you can share this link with your students. So what it helps is majorly, it helps in first thing is they can select the problem statements. This helps them to come finalizing a problem statement, and also these can on various technologies we have collected various projects on. We have
Yes,
projects
this
on.
project statements also I have seen just now.
Yes. So you can go to the project. Each project students can read what is this project about
Yes, and
and how
also
to solve the steps.
your inputs regarding SAE Baha students also. I will suggest that because we have a lot of students working on SAE activity. Students are participating every year. We are participating from SAE
Okay.
events. That also is very useful information I got today.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
To all the faculty, if your students are taking part in any student competitions, please email us with their details, with the contact details of the students and the email ID, so that our student competition support team can reach out to them. Yeah. So this is how the email will looks like, what Devarpita had shared. Yeah, please proceed, Devarpita. You are on mute.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. So I added Ajay as another instructor. So Ajay received this email, and if Ajay, you click on this link. So here, Ajay, go back to your grader and show you are the instructor for this course. Yeah. See, previously you also received one email from me, but if you notice, you will see that you are the learner for that email, for that course, previous course I shared with you, right? But here, as I added Ajay as instructor, so you can, like, if you are also assigning your co-instructor for a particular course, you can see the instructor option beside the name of the course. So Ajay, just scroll down a little bit. Yeah. Previously, it was a learner. If you send the link as learner, enroll someone as learner in the course, and if you enroll as instructor, they will see as instruction. And what is the difference? Learner will not be able to modify anything in the assignment, whereas your co-instructor will be able to see and make modifications or add problems in the assignment. That is the purpose of having co-instructor, right? So that is the way you can collaborate and also like teach or give assignment to a common subject. So that option is also there. So with this, the grader demonstration stops here. So it requires a very, like, once you set the problem, it's a one-time job. Then you can reuse this problem every time you are assigning. That's the beauty of using grader, and you don't need to spend time in evaluating and giving marks. So it's already done by the grader based on the reference solution. So one-time problem statement setup and a one-time reference setup, and your, like, instructor's job is done. So yeah, so if anyone wants to share your, like, impression, or as Ajay was mentioning, that whether you feel this is going to be a help of you in your class, then please feel free to share. And if you have any query, I think we are towards the end of the time. If you have any query, feel free to ask and clarify at this moment. And if there is no question, Ajay, over to you. You
Yeah.
might, yeah.
Yes. So just to add some more information on the grader, grader can also act, integrate with your LMS, that is the learning management system that the institution will have, which are 1.3.
Ajay, your
Hello,
voice is breaking. We could not hear you.
just a minute. I lost my audio. Just give me.
Yeah, by that time, I got one question from Professor Gautam, that there can be one chance of copying the codes and then pasting it by copying from others. So for this, Grader does not provide any plagiarism tool uh, in within MathWorks offerings, but you can download the codes. As I mentioned previously, you can download the codes MATLAB script uh, submitted at solutions, and then there is one plagiarism tool which is freely available and probably released by Stanford University, if I'm not, or MIT, if I'm not wrong. There you can upload all the codes and then check the plagiarism, if the students are copying or not. And if you want to, like, ensure whether it is not copied from the chat GPT or any other online platform, then you can also write this problem in the Google search or in the chat GPT and see what the result they are giving. So usually what we have seen from our past many years of experience, usually these codes are very advanced. So sometimes they use very advanced function or very optimized way of writing a code, which is not expected from an undergrad student. So there is one option I showed you, like you can restrict some functions to be used in the code. So that is another way you can restrict them using like directly copy pasting from the websites or from the chat GPT and then using it, because whenever they are directly copying it, it will be identified and restricted as like restricted in the solution. So that is the two ways to check plagiarism and preventing copy.
Thanks, Devatita. I'm also adding a link in the chat which gives more details about uh, now how does MATLAB grade handle the cheating. Yeah, yeah. Just let me share my screen. Yeah. So the best part about the grader is it can be integrated to the learning management systems as well. So, but the learning management system which I'm talking about is should be LTI learning tools interoperability 1.3 certified, something like Blackboard, Moodle, Canvas, and Structure. These LMS, the grader can be directly integrated to. So, so the version which Devarpita explained here is a MathWorks hosted grader, wherein the it is it will be a LMS hosted one. So the major difference between the LMS hosted and the MathWorks hosted one is in the LMS hosted one you can create a custom problem set. That means the problem book you can create and you can select the from directly from your problem book, and that will be that will be available for entire faculty across the institution. The second thing is, as in LMS, the students will be enrolled according to the class wise. So you can the enrollment of the students. You don't no need to take their email IDs and enroll them. Directly happens if there is a direct LMS integration. So you can select like fourth year ECE, second year ECE, third year mechanical, second year CSE, and you can directly assign the assignments to the respective department students. So this is a major difference that comes when the LMS and the hosted versions of Grader. And I just wanted to know what is the LMS that Kids Warangal uses. Someone can reply me in the chat box. Like what is the LMS, the learning and that Kids Warangal uses. No problem. You can share this information of LMS integration to Grader to your IT admin team, and then the IT team can interact with us for further more instructions on LMS integration.
Just to clarify one thing, Grader is not compulsorily be used with like LMS platform. So if you have any preference with LMS, you can add with LMS and then use. Or if you an individual faculty and want to use without integrating into LMS and going through the process, that is also possible. So it's a both way option available. Yeah, over to you, Ajay.
Yeah, that is it from us. If there are any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself and let us know. And we're also sharing a small feedback form. Please do let us know your feedback. Just allow me a minute. I'll be sharing the feedback link in the chat. Please do let us know your feedback and the form shared in the link. You can check the link in the chat box. I'm also sharing my email in the chat. If you have any further queries on Grader or on the campus-wide lessons, please you can get in touch with me or with the Capricorn team also.
And we appreciate all the faculty who are participating in this and staying till the end and making the session more interactive. We hope we have the information which we have shared will be useful for you all. And yeah, please do not hesitate if you need any support. Please do let us know. We are here to help you. And we also have a good partner who will be visiting you physically on the campus and helping you in support physically from Capricorn team. So big thanks to Capricorn team also in this one. Let me stop the recording over here. You will be receiving an email to all the participants who are participating in this webinar with all the links that we have shared in this webinar, and with the useful links like to the OTS, to all the useful links. We'll be sharing a separate email. And we'll be also adding this recording link. So if any of the faculty who have missed this session, you can share this recording. If there are no further questions, I can end this meeting here.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. And if your query is not discussed in this meeting, or if you get any query later on, please feel free to reach out. So there is no limit or no commercial involved in asking questions and getting clarification. So it's always open for campus-wide license users.
Yeah. Thank you. We receive a lot of responses to the feedback home. Those 70 responses we have received.
Dear faculty, please submit your feedback form. And if there are no queries, we'll take up the vote of thanks. Good afternoon, and all. I thank today's persons, Devarpita Sinha and Ajay Kalluri sir, for giving insight on MATLAB online resources, MATLAB Academy page with self-paced courses that are available for upgrading the MATLAB programming and simulating facility, MATLAB live editor and use of live script, MATLAB courseware, features for students as student programs and available student projects and challenges, faculty support in terms of MOOCs course creation and books, authors and publishing, and in detail about the MATLAB grader. I thank the resource persons for patiently taking out the queries from the faculty and giving insight about how to create the assignment in MATLAB grader platform. So on this occasion, I thank once again MathWorks and Capricorn for accepting our invitation and conducting this training program. Dear faculty, on this occasion, I request all the faculty members to please see that all of you create MATLAB online account, go through the features that are discussed in this training program, and plan to apply MATLAB grader for one assignment or quiz. Then you can actually completely come to know the features of the MATLAB grader. As we are having program-based assignment, you can also design those on programming assignment questions in terms of MATLAB grader so that evaluation becomes easier. You can also identify where the students are finding difficult in programming the assignments, and hence guiding students will become easier. I request all the faculty that if they are doing research or if you want to upgrade in any of the area, they can identify the area, and if any sessions or trainings are required from MathWorks side, they can send the request to principal office through your department HOD. Then we can interact with the MathWorks and see the possibility of conducting the sessions or training programs. As informed by resource persons, do not hesitate to contact for any queries so that our learning will benefit the students' family. On this occasion, once again, I thank today's resource persons and all the department HODs for nicely arranging the facility for the faculty to undergo online training. And thanks to all the faculty for participating and making this training program success. But its outcome will be a success one if every one of us utilize this in our teaching learning process. In MATLAB website, we can find out how we can integrate MATLAB into teaching and learning. So let us all work together, and if wherever MATLAB can be linked with our course contents, we shall try to utilize that one. Thanks to Principal Sir, Registrar Sir, and our management for permitting us to conduct this online training program. So even with parallel venues at 9 different locations, the resource persons could handle the event very nicely without any interruption. And I special thanks to the resource persons. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you all. And yeah, we are happy to be here and present in front of you. And we are looking forward for more fruitful collaborations. And yeah, as Sir said, like, do not hesitate to reach out to us. Even if it is a small doubt, please do reach out to us. As next steps, take out few OTS courses that are available and try creating a problem set in the MATLAB grader and experience on your own. And yes, direct students, if they are interested in projects, direct students to the MathWorks projects page. And yes, this is all from today. And yeah, I have received a lot of your feedback. And if you are yet to fill the feedback, please fill in your feedback.
Thank you, Ajay. Thank you, Sinha. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I know. Thanks for Venkatesh Challa sir for coordinating this one and heavy lifting and making sure that everyone are joining for this attending this session, because this will be a very helpful session for faculty. And thank you, sir, for asking us to conduct this. And appreciate your efforts in this.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your support.
Yes, I'm ending the meeting for all. Thank you all.